Like, are you being honest with yourself? Really about your mindset? Well, I do this and that. Is it benefiting you so you're getting better and not worse after the age of 50? So in today's episode, I want to give you one question that you should ask yourself as a man over 50. You ready? Here's what I want you to ask yourself. Am I getting better or worse? It's that simple. Am I getting better or worse? And I need you to be honest with yourself. My experience from my unique perspective has shown me, and statistically, we can see this. The majority of men in the United States of America, the most powerful nation on planet Earth. How is that possible? If 3/4 of American men are obese, completely out of shape. So that would lead me to believe that your answer to the question is, Clark, I'm getting worse. Let me give you some hope. It's not too late. It's never too late. You're not too old. You're not too far gone. It does not matter. I am here to give you hope, not knock you down, but I need you to be honest with yourself. Now, if you're in great shape, I applaud you, but the reality is we can get in better shape. And being in shape doesn't mean being ripped, being on a magazine cover, none of that stuff. What it means is being a highly functioning human, feeling your best, looking your best, acting your best, all of that sort of stuff. I clearly said you're either getting better or you're either getting worse. So let me kind of keep it in that context for you as it relates to the choices that we must make in order to improve. Okay? Because the goal for you and me is to improve. I want to get better. I look great. I'm shredded. I feel good. I can compete with kids half my age. I could rest on my success and ride out the rest of my life just kind of in cruise control mode. But I don't want to do that. I want to improve. So if you're that guy who says, Clark, no, I'm in great shape, man, I'm good to go. Let's agree that we can improve. So these concepts that I want to share right now apply to people on both ends of the deal. I'm no better, you're no worse. It's just the way it is. We're all here to improve. So when it comes to my 5 principles, I just got to continue to bring those up because this is how I coach my guys. This is the way I manage my life. So you got mindset, meals, movement, community, and integrity. With the idea of, am I getting better or I'm getting worse? So ask yourself in the morning when you wake up, what is your mindset like? Are you doing things that are going to do one of two things? Are you going to improve by the things that you're doing or not improve? There is no in between. It is impossible to tread water in the middle. If you're treading water in the middle, now think about treading water. You're not getting stronger as you tread water. You're getting weaker as you tread water. And if you tread water too long, you're going to what? Drown. Because you got weak and you can't breathe underwater. So you are getting worse. You have to make choices every single day that are going to lead you towards becoming a healthier version of yourself. So one thing I can give you right now, if you wake up and turn on the news in the morning, it absolutely is not going to benefit you in any way, shape, or form. In this context of better or worse, it's making you worse, guaranteed 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt. No one can tell me any different. So you can stop watching the news. Guys tell me, Clark, I just have it on in the background. I'm just listening to it. It's still getting into your subconscious mind. You cannot listen to 3 people were shot last night. 1, person robbed the bank. Whatever the shitty news is, you can't have that subconsciously going into you and have a great day. You might have just luckily a great day, but the more you have that, the more, for out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. That's what you're going to start talking about because that's what's being poured into you. So you're getting worse, period. So what do? You turn it, at least just turn the TV off. You don't even need to replace it with like a sermon or a motivational thing or whatever. Just turn the damn TV off. Stop listening to that crap. Turn on the Andy Griffith show at least, like Opie and Andy Taylor talking about happy stuff, man. That's better than listening to the damn news. Okay, so you got that piece. Then what are you eating? What you're eating is making you better or worse, period. There's no in between. There is nothing in between there. It's impossible. I need you to understand the black and white of what I'm saying, because the question that I needed you to ask yourself, are you getting better or worse? There's no in between. So the thoughts you think are making you better or worse. The food you eat is making you better or worse. Then there's exercise. Are you exercising or not? Are you just phoning it in, as they say? Are you really doing it because you're trying to get better? Are you satisfying the checking the box of, well, I did my walk today? Is your walk causing you to push yourself to the point where your adaptive organism, known as the human body, must change because it can only change based upon the demands that you place on it? You need to ask yourself that. So if the exercise you're doing is no longer benefiting you, you got to change it. Just like the channel you changed from the news to Andy Griffith. What is it? Griffith? Griffith. I always mess that up. You have to change the channel on your exercise. You got to change it. How do you change it? You walk further. You walk up a hill. You walk faster. You power walk. You walk with a friend. You do something different. You take a different route. It's that easy. So then, you got the mindset, you got the meals, you got the movement. Who are you hanging around? You are either getting better or worse by the people that you let in your energy field. I talked the other day about proximity. I was around a legendary bodybuilder by the name of Robbie Robinson, and I was working out in a gym, Gold's Gym Venice, the Mecca. I was with Robbie Robinson and Mike O'Hearn. You don't think Clark Bartram's workout increased because I was in proximity of these two legends that caused me to do harder because I wanted to impress them? I wanted to keep up. I was being smart. I'm not being stupid. I'm an intelligent person. I know when to say when. But just being in the proximity of those people caused me to level up. You know what went up? My testosterone, my attitude, my energy. And then when I started talking like this, Robbie Robinson like knuckled me. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane. I love this. The proximity applies to a shitty person too. There's nothing in between. There's nothing in between. You could sit alone at home. You're either having good thoughts or bad thoughts. There's no in between. If you're not having any thoughts at all, which is impossible, unless you're some kind of ascended master yogi type of person, which I doubt you are, I'm not. Chances are, most of the 60,000 thoughts that we have on a daily basis are kind of the repetitive ones. And unfortunately, most of them are fear-based and they're not serving us. So we have to shift them. So you got the community, and then you have the integrity piece. Now I want to shift the integrity piece to not necessarily how you're living your life, like cheating on your taxes, cheating on your wife, doing any of that sort of stuff. That should just speak for itself. But being a person of integrity about how you're assessing all of what I just talked about. Like, are you being honest with yourself? Really about your mindset? Well, I do this and that. Is it benefiting you so you're getting better and not worse after the age of 50? Because you probably have more years behind you than you have ahead. You need to ask yourself, how do I want to live the next 20 years of my life? Do I want to live in positive? Do I want to be stuck in the past like I talked about on another episode, like some of these guys that I go golfing with or whatever? So you have to be a person of integrity as it relates to how you're assessing your progress and your process in life. So this is my next guest here. I'm going to call him back. I am so happy that you're here watching this because it tells me that your goal is to improve. You would not be listening to me get on my high horse and my soapbox and say all of this stuff. And I'm not on a high horse or soapbox. I'm living this. Like, this is my life. I really live it. So I want you to live it too. That's it. I got to call this guy back because he's got a great story that he's going to share with us. As always, get busy living and make it a great day.